Hello my friends and welcome back to the Scott Ree Project, and today we are going to be doing something a little different. Today we are going to be doing a taste test on a product, if I'm honest, didn't know existed. Now to you and me this looks like a normal pack of bacon, but when I turn it round and show you the label, it's beef bacon. Two words that don't belong together, but they obviously do because people are making this stuff. And like I said, this is the first time I've seen it. I've never tried it, and I've mentioned it on my videos, and a lot of you out there are interested to see how it turns out. So we are going to cook it and taste it and test it today. This is either Alchemy or Witchcraft. You know, whoever thought you could cure beef and make it into bacon, well, it's either genius or lunacy. You know, the jaw is out, but I can't wait to try it. Now, obviously cured the same way as bacon. I mean, I am a fan of cured beef, you know, be it pastrami, be it corned beef or ox tongue. Straight away what I notice, it just looks obviously a lot deeper colour than normal bacon. Now when I bought this from the farm shop up in the Preseli Mountains in the valley, they said that this was made out of the flank. My immediate thought would maybe they used the brisket, but they've used the flank, but nice marbling in it. So what we're going to do then, without further ado, is get this in the pan and see how this goes. Remember, it's either Alchemy or Witchcraft, baby. And if the broom fits, ride it. Yeah. Okay, I guess like any bacon, there are several ways to cook this. I reckon this would go well in the oven. Grilling, yeah, I think you could grill it. But what I'm going to do is pan fry it. And I just want to show you a piece up close. If we can get it up to the camera. And if you just see all the marbling in it, obviously a flank of beef. I think personally, now I haven't cooked this before, but I think judging by that, it's got enough fat in that to cook itself. So I'm just going to lay a few pieces in my pan, and as I've never cooked this before, I'm just going to stick around. You know, if I have to adjust the temperature higher, lower, then so shall it be. It's really hard to get your head round the concept of this. Obviously we all know bacon comes from a pig, and there's never been any reason to question that, but you know, this is a new one on me, and I'm quite excited actually. As you can see, there's a bit of fat coming out of that, so I think it's the best option is to what we call dry fry it, and we want to see if we can get that nice and crispy, and then we'll get it in a sandwich and try it. So as we're cooking this then, you know, many thoughts are going through my head. You know, for some reason I thought this would fall apart. I don't know why I thought that, but it is just acting like bacon. If you can look there, it looks actually quite appetizing, but I think it's one of those where you need to get a good crispy finish on it. But let's have a look at it. Let me have a smell. It's starting to smell beefy. When I first took it out of the packet, obviously with it being a fatty cut, it was quite, what's the word, slippery, but it's looking actually brilliant. Again, you know, following on from my Pembrokeshire breakfast, this bacon, like I said, was from that farm shop in the valley by the Preselis. I will put the address down in the comments, trust me, but it's beautiful. As you can see, hardly any water has escaped from that. Oh yeah, this is more like it. Now that, if you can get turned on about bacon, which a lot of us can, this is doing it for me, baby. Just look at that. Now I just want to smell that. Let's have a look at that. Oh man, that is amazing. Right, let's me jiving. Let's finish this off. Okay, I'm really excited about this. Wait until you see this pan of goodness. Just savour that view a minute. Have a whiff. Eh? In fact, have a taste. What do you reckon? Eh? You can see all that fat's rendered out. You could use that in a salad, I suppose, or fry an egg in it, or potatoes, but that is, yeah, that is brilliant. Right, proof is in the pudding. It just smells amazing. It smells absolutely amazing. God, it's making my mouth water. Jesus. Okay, let's go for it. Let's take a piece. Nice and crispy. Let me show you that. Lovely sheen on it. It's hard to get your head around that. That looks like bacon. And then you try it. It's just a new flavour combo. And it's amazing. Absolutely amazing stuff. Oh yeah. Right. This calls for a bacon butty. A beef bacon butty. Okay, it's got to be white bread. Just normal white bread with whatever butter floats your boat. Now, I don't like loads of butter on my bacon sandwiches. I know there's people out there yelling, Scott, layer it on, man. But that's how I likes it, baby. So we get this on. Oh man, just look at that. Just look at that a minute. And as there's only one mustard, Coleman's, one sauce, Lee and Perrins, there is only one brown sauce, HP. And if you think different, you're wrong. So let's get this on there. Oh, man alive. Man alive. Anybody hungry? Oh, God. That is something else. It's a deeper, meatier texture than pork bacon. But I'll tell you what, it takes some beating. That is an absolutely amazing product. So if you can find this, buy it, get it in the pan. It really is. It's unreal. I ain't got enough. The only downside I can think of this product is I only bought one pack. I'm absolutely gutted. But that HP cuts through the richness, the fattiness of that sandwich. Trust me, it's a taste sensation. Here endeth the sermon. Rock on. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode of the Scott Reed Project. We shall call it, what shall we call it? Beef, bacon, alchemy or witchcraft? Well, I think it's a bit of both. I think it's a bit of both. You know, I'm no New York Times restaurant critic. I haven't got the words to describe fancily what that tastes like. It is just brilliant, amazing. The dog's danglers. Get yourself some and try it. And as per usual, my friends, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today on the Scott Reed Project, please click subscribe. You know the buttons down here. I am nearing 100,000 subscribers where I get the silver button. Yeah, I want it. Also on my social media, Facebook, Scott Reed, the Scott Reed Project, and also on Twitter at the Scott Reed Project. But all joking aside, that was seriously something brilliant. You know, I'd never seen it before, I'd never tried it before, that's the first time I've cooked it, and it's just a resounding success. I just think it's an awesome, awesome product. So when you see it, you really must give it a try. It's like bacon on crack. That's all I can say. That's it, quote me. Scott says beef bacon is bacon on crack. Right, see you again some other time. Take care, my friends.